what's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to talk about the NBA 2022 updates for the playoffs. You know, that is always a tongue twister. I hate that. I be trying to lick my lips. Maybe I need to drink more water. I don't know. I've been drinking a lot. Water, I had a little splash of alcohol. Let's move on. Anyways, so we're going to talk about the playoffs. Like I said, all the series so far are 2-1 right now. And, well, they've been rather entertaining, a lot, really entertaining. The games I typically pay attention to personally are games 1 and 5. Now, I might say 7, you know, but 7 doesn't always happen. 1 and 5, all the way usually happen. So those are the ones I pay attention to. You might be wondering why. Well, because 73% or around 73% of the time, the person who wins, or the team that wins game 1, usually wins the series. Now, if you're the home team, that bumps up to 88%. And if you're the away team, well, that bumps down to 57%. But either way, it's higher than the 50-50 shot that you're slated with from the beginning. So, let's go with the better odds, shall we? Now, let's talk about that game 5. Well, you win game 5, typically around 83% of the time you win the series. So again, these are nice quality stats. Like you're having a better shot than that 50-50 odd that you came in with. So you're looking better than what you came in as champ. You always gotta try to improve, and that's what these teams are looking to do. So like I said, currently they're 2-1, and you might have been wondering, is there a stat for the 2-1s? There is. The teams that win, or the teams that are like up 2-1, they usually win the series 83% of the time. So if you want to base this off of these stats, you can go the Heat, the Bucks, the Suns, and the Warriors. Whether that's game 1, okay, or that's the 2-1 series lead. Same exact list. How about game 5? Well, game 5 hasn't happened yet, actually. Like I said, it's 2-1. So if you did the math, that's 3. You got 2 more games left. And let's focus on the 2-2 series. I don't care if there's a 3-1 series. Usually, that 3-1 series is gonna result in that team winning. You know, we're not gonna talk about the Warriors being cheated. That's another story for another day. But the 2-2 series, we can talk about that. Game 5, very pivotal. Very pivotal, and a lot of pressure on that. A lot of pressure on that game. And that's what we could be in now. Because again, all of them are 2-1. So let's say all of them are 2-1. Let's talk about these series. And I'm going to give you the list from my most intriguing perspective. All right? So this is in order from bottom down, actually. Bottom up, actually. So let's start off with the Suns versus the Mavs. I said that the Suns would win this. And this is basically because, hey, they have more experience. I understand. The Mavs, they've been to the playoffs arguably more often than the Suns. They have more experience. Well, the Mavs have not gotten to out of the first round until this year with Luka. Meanwhile, the Suns, well, they have CP3 and D-Book and Ayton. They were just in the playoffs last year, but not just the playoffs, the finals. So they have a little bit more experience. They're a little bit more battle tested, and I think CP3 and D-Book is better than Luka. I know you have Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie on the squad, but I think it's not enough. And hey, the Suns are up, so you know how that's gonna go. They looking a little nice right now. Now let's go on and go to the next series, because you know I don't want to harp on that one too much. I've already done it on the prediction on the wish list video and the second round prediction as well. So let's go on and talk about the Heat versus the 76ers. But this one's a big deal. I almost put this at the end. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because right now the Heat are up 2-1, so they're predicted to win the series. However, Joel Embiid is back. He played game 3. They won. Can he get them over to that game 4 side and make this the 2-2 series? We don't know. Now, Joel Embiid, like I said, came back after the orbital fracture. He put up 18 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Gave up 4 turnovers, but hey, that's a quality game. And again, they won it. Now, I also said too whether or not James Harden can be a star. in my definition of stars, top 10. So James Harden, when you putting up the numbers you putting up, like you averaging 18.7 rebounds, 6.6 assists, like no steals, bro, and 0.3 blocks, or 0.3 blocks and no steals, like that's trash. But you giving us 5 turnovers, so that's cool. Like, no, bro. Like, if you're gonna give me 5 turnovers, I need like 30 points and like 9 plus assists. That's the only way you give me 5 turnovers. So I need to see if James Harden's a star. Cause this Heat team, tough. Like, you got so many quality players up there. They're 9 deep, and they know how to play in a system and coach real well. So I still have the Heat winning this game. But again, though, it is mainly because Joel Embiid was injured. If he wasn't, we might be talking about a much different series. But again, like I said, the Heat are up 2-1. Let's see how it goes. Now we got the Celtics versus the Bucks for my next series. This one, honestly, might have been, and I might even change it to like my last, to my most interesting one. To be honest with you, because this one's tough, bro. Like I said this before, the Bucks would win because the Celtics would not be able to utilize the advantage that they had against the Nets, which was utilize their height, their athleticism, their strength. The Bucks got that too in spades. So what's going to happen? Well, let's take a look at the big three right quick. And the big three for both teams might surprise you a little bit. And remember, Chris Middleton is injured, so that big three for the Bucks is a little bit different now. So for the Bucks and the Celtics, the stars, quote unquote, I got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Which one's gonna dominate more? Essentially, is it for me? Now, when I'm looking at Jason Tatum, well, he's putting up 20 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists though. All right, cool, and then 2 steals and 2 blocks, rounding up, of course. And all right, cool, throwing about 3 turnovers. That's okay, but shooting 34.6% from the field, 31% from the 3, and 70% from the free throw does not cut it, especially when Giannis is throwing up 31 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. Oh my God. And then a casual steal with 2 blocks. That's the definition of dominance. And remember when I pointed out James Harden earlier, how he has 5 turnovers, but his stat line? Well, Giannis has 5 turnovers as well, but also notice he has his stat line. Like, that's why I said it earlier. If James Harden had 30 points and 9 assists, plus assists, cool, we good. That's what Giannis is doing. Now, for the next stars, because it's not always just about what the top stars do. You got Jaylen Brown versus Drew Holiday, and these are, actually, to be honest with you, both of these boys got to average in order for the team to win 25 plus points, meaning, and then be defensive, like, juggernauts. Like, you have to dominate on the defensive end. So when I'm looking at Jaylen Brown, where he's giving me 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. 4 turnovers, though. We could trim them turnovers down a little bit. I'd appreciate that. But other than that, that's not bad. We could up one of those defensive stats to 2 instead of 1. Well, that'd be great, because on Drew Holiday's list, he's giving me 23 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. All right, well, we get 0.3 blocks, since he giving me 3 steals and 3 turnovers. We cool. So Drew Holiday doing his thing, Jaylen Brown doing his thing, but I think Drew Holiday doing a little bit more right now. And then for the X factors, well, this is the third piece of the trios, at least I think so, and it's Al Horford versus Bobby Portis. That's wild, isn't it? It's crazy, because Al Horford's putting up 15 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks on 1 turnover. That's like low-key all-star numbers. Like, that's pretty tough. And then Bobby Portis is giving me 12 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.3 blocks, and like 1 steal. He ain't got to block everything, because you got Giannis and Brook Lopez help you out. So he's 6'10". I understand the trepidation, but that's the reason why. And both of those players can space the floor out, as well as be consistent and also defend and rebound. Like, that's what both of those players can easily do, and both of those teams easily need. So who's going to eclipse who on all the roles? That's what it's going to come down to. And I think the Bucks are going to win that matchup on all 3 courts, at least 2 out of the 3. Giannis and Drew. Maybe maybe Al got the fountain of youth. Maybe he got it. I don't know. But that's how the series is gonna shake. At least I think so. So now we can go on down to the final one, the most intriguing one for me, and it is the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. This one, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I said, the Warriors will win simply because they have more experience. This one has been extremely gritty. Like not gritty, not the gritty, not the dance that Ja be doing. AE, all this. There's always time for that. But we talking about this is a gritty series. All right, game one. Draymond Green gets ejected because he got a flagrant 2 call where he accidentally slaps Brandon Clark on the face and drags him down. Now notice I said accidentally slaps him across the face. I didn't say accidentally drags him down. But he's also trying to make sure that he's like good to go. He gave him a hard foul. Should have been a flagrant 1, not a flagrant 2, in my estimation. But then we can go on and move down to game 2 because Dylan Brooks then gets ejected. He slaps Gary Payton II over the head. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Well, the glove fit on this one. He hit him, it's clear as day. And it's funny too because his dad's name is the glove, so like hopefully Gary Payton don't try to do nothing to him. Nah, like he understands it. It's a hard foul, bro. Like that's not a flagrant 2 ejection and a suspension. That's tough. That was a little tough on Dylan Brooks, but I don't think Gary Payton. Tough shot for certain. Hopefully Gary Payton, his wrist is fine. But it's a chippy series thus far. Then we go to game 3, another instance. That's right, another one. And this one, I don't even know what happened, bro. Like Jordan Poole apparently hits Ja Morant in the knee. I saw the hit, see the knee. Did not think it was like that bad. And apparently Ja Morant is now unlikely for game 4. Oh, like, come on, bro. Like, that's tough, dog. So, does it dampen the series, though? Maybe not. Because I'm looking at this Grizzlies team, and they're a little tough. Like, I apologize for not knowing the record on hand, but they're like, what, 21-2 or something wild like that without Ja Morant. Like, it's something wild, like 12-2 or something. Like, they win without Ja. And they beaten good teams, too. So this Warriors team does not need to sleep. Don't act like shit's sweet. Please don't. Because if you do, you will get that ass beat in a game 5 series, a game 5 game. I already told y'all that means a lot. But I'm still going with the Warriors. Because again, they got the experience. Steph to Steph, Clay's Clay. Although Clay been looking a little less Clay-like. So splashes though. Well, flashes. There's Splash Brothers. Pool party looking alright. Wiggins is impressing me, and I like Kuminga still. Draymond Green, still Draymond Green. So that's why I got to go with the Warriors. So my picks have not changed. I still got to go down with the ship, win, lose, or draw. But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of my points, any of my series? Do you not even care about the game 1 or 5 stats that I gave out there? Do you think it's just flat out stupid? I'm here for all the smoke. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anybody about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. Hope you have a good one. Take care.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. We get Buddy right here.